if you add a lighter topic, if you add up all the team values, the Cleveland Browns, Cavaliers and Indians, the Cincinnati Bengals, Reds, and the soccer team, which lacks a name, and the Columbus Clippers and Blue Jackets, the total value of all those teams, just less than $7 billion. They play in places paid for in part or in full by taxpayers. Still, they want the state to increase the amount of money, public money, available to attract big sporting events to the state. Things like All-Star games and the NFL Draft. Events that do bring in a lot of money to the state in terms of tourism dollars and sales taxes. Jim Siegel, why do they need more money, these teams and leagues that are worth so much money?
Well, the teams say that this is not about their money. This is about money to help the cities, help the counties, help the regional sports commissions pay the expenses needed to bring in these major events. The teams say they really don't make money on these. That this is a community outreach thing that they like, but that in the end of the day, it's not so much a revenue generator for the team as much as it is just a goodwill and a good PR and also just a benefit for the area. So that's where they're coming from. Yeah. Now, there's some questions about how this bill would work, because it has to do with, how much additional sales tax is going to be generated by this event, and we take half of that and we put it into the fund to help fund the next thing. And the question of how do you determine how much sales tax is because of the event and how much sales tax is just because of stuff that would have happened anyway is, there's a lot of questions out there still about this. So.
I mean, the leagues make some money, and the NFL in particular has a lot of money.
It's a matter of priorities. You look, we have one of the worst unemployment rates in America. We have a lot of jobs that pay over $50,000 a year that we don't have anybody who's qualified to hold them because they're not properly trained and because getting college or advanced education is really important. Why don't we focus on stuff like that instead of giving money to the sports teams?
Mike, you're a sports fan. You're going to the Cavs game after you leave the studio.
Yeah, but give me a break, though. And whatever happened to fiscal conservatism? This is a terrible idea if the legislature passes this. And then we didn't even mention Hollywood has come in. They get $40 million a year in tax breaks. Now they want to increase that to $100 million. Are you kidding me? These are terrible ideas.
As soon as I can find out how much that private group that takes liquor profits from the state of Ohio and spends it on generating jobs in Ohio. Jobs Ohio. Until I can find out more about what they're spending their money on, I really don't care about any of this.
I did find it odd that the Cincinnati Reds said they didn't have access to the money when they wanted to bring the All-Star game here in 2015. And the Blue Jackets said they didn't have any money to bring the All-Star game for the NHL in 2015, Jim. Both those events occurred in those cities without the state help.
Well, the All-Star game in Cincinnati ended up getting help from a different fund or different way.
Okay.
So yeah, the question is, could we still do these things without this money? And that's a long, ongoing debate that will continue. That is not only about attracting these, but it's about attracting a whole bunch of things. Would we still attract jobs without tax cuts? Would we still attract, this and that without these property tax abatements and all kinds of things? But I will say the Browns testified in favor of this bill. If it passes, they can chalk it up as a win.
Yes, they can.